In this video I will demonstrate the business rules which are implemented at ports, and you will see in the demonstration how the overruling takes place. I will log on to the Harbour instance using my Google account, which represents an agent. My name is Silver Agent and I belong to the groups Captain and Agent. There's 4 steps that I can start, and I will start with the most logical one. The ship will take a maximum sized ship, which is based on a real case earlier this year, Linda Fortuna, a bulk carrier. Now these are the standard rules that will fire. Now once this ship plans to sail to the port of Amsterdam, these rules will be overruled. Basically the word is that there was going to be no permission result because the port draught max is not big enough to cater for the ship. If however the ship were to sail to Rotterdam, these rules will be withdrawn and it will be stated that the pre-arrival notification will be required. So let's do this. Let's submit it and see what happens. Call. There's nothing special. I will select an agent, set a date for arrival, and the decision support for the ship will be that everything's fine. Pilot confirmation is required because apparently the ship requires a pilot, and we just submit it, and the process will continue with planning a voyage to a berth. Okay, I plan to stop here for this process. Now let's do another process, a tanker, and again we're going to use a existing ship, the MCT Almac, port destination. This time we'll let it sail to Amsterdam. It already knows based on the ship type that tanker details will be required. Once it's known it's sailing to a port like Amsterdam, it will say, well, declare dangerous good is required based on the outcome of a decision table. And why is that? Because the ship type is tanker and because it's sailing to Amsterdam. We'll submit this rule, and then Harmony, its rules will fire 3 work items. It will say, well, the tanker details are required, so let's specify something, blah blah blah, and it will say dangerous goods are declared. So we'll do Silver Star again. We say a dangerous good name, which is ammoniac, and no further remarks. And we'll submit it. Then the pre-arrival comes along. There's a difference in cargo description on the dangerous good form and the pre-arrival form, so that's why you could specify it again. I will just specify the arrival date and say submit. And this is where I will end the process here. The next thing I will do, I will sign on using my admin account, because this will give me an overview of all the cases that have been submitted. Now we know there are 2. One involves a ship to a port, let me see, port is in Rotterdam, which is the Linda Fortuna, and the other one involves the tanker MCT Almac to Amsterdam. So all the data is there. There's also an entry in the pilot's queue, so let's pick up that entry and see what's involved here. And this is about the Linda Fortuna that is requiring a pilot into the port of Rotterdam. Okay, this is something that I think is enough for this video, because there's a lot of logic, there's a lot of rules in the configuration, and we'll show some more details in a part 2 of this configuration. I hope this gives an impression of what Harmony does, and I thank you for your attention.